What's up? This is Tony.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And we're from Iron Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
And you're watching Brutally Delicious.
It's brutally delicious. It's just what it says.
Huh, it's true.
Hey, welcome to Brutally Delicious. I'm Bruce Moore, and today we've got another great show in store for you. Keeping in line with that theme we created back a few episodes ago, we're going to travel the globe again. This time we're going to find ourselves landing in Denmark, and we're going to speak to the Danish metal band Roarback. And if you stay tuned, we're going to see what they have cooked up for us today. It's been about a year since you guys released your EP, Face the Sun. You guys working on anything else at the moment? If so, when can we expect it?
Yes, we are working on new material in some way. We just recorded our debut album, full-length album, 10 tracks of fucking brutal and
rawness and steel.
yeah, man. And it's being mixed and mastered right now. We are waiting for the product to come out ahead.
What's your writing process like? You guys all write together? Or is it more the efforts of one particular member of the band?
Our writing process is basically the two guitarists writing some riffs into a prototype of a song, and they show it to Core and me and I. We add the bass and the drums, and Dennis, he gives his second-hand opinion, ultimately, and adds the lyrics. That's how we do it.
What's the heavy metal scene like over in Denmark? We don't hear too much about it over here. You guys receive a lot of support from the fans in the scene in general?
The metal scene in Denmark is not the greatest, I could imagine. All the bands tends to play the same genres of music, the same types of music, and it's like they all follow the same pattern for the music they write, and it's all sound the same. It all sounds boring,
Core-ish.
Yeah,
it's only core, metalcore and deathcore and
Techcore.
techcore and all that
Hardcore.
that shit, and it's our music is what I feel is totally the opposite.
What's the story behind the name of the band, Roarback?
The name Roarback actually came out of nowhere. We spent like a month going through 50 different names when we tried to find a band name, and I think we were all pretty surprised of how hard it was to find a name that we all could agree on calling the band. But we ended up with Roarback. I don't even remember who came up with it, but we are very happy with Roarback, and it's a great name.
Do you have any touring plans in support of the record? And if so, do you have any plans to tour outside of Denmark?
Well, we are working on touring outside of Denmark after we release our first album. We do not know when that's gonna be, but it's our album is gonna come out later this year, and hopefully it will be followed up by some European tour dates.
What would fans be surprised to find on your iPod?
I have a little thing for old school hip hop and Cypress Hill. I have some of their records and a lot of Bob Dylan records. That's a little thing of mine also.
I don't listen to that much music besides it's metal, but I also have a little thing for Cypress Hill and maybe like old school video game music like Doom and Wolfenstein, all that kind of hardcore shit. Yeah. Fucking Doom.
I guess the fans would be pretty surprised seeing my iPod, noticing that I listen both to metal and I have a thing for a band called Whitest Boy Alive, and James Maynard Keenan has a solo project called Pussifer, and they are just awesome.
Well, the music I have, first of all, I don't have an iPod. I think they're too fucking expensive. Just an MP3 player because I don't like Mac products. But well, I listen to the mainly music I listen to in at the moment and for the last like year. It's mainly symphonies, like newcomer composers of symphony like Jeremy Soule and mainly also new computer games and like adventure games where they use all these instruments like violin and trumpets and every kind of classical instrument. I also like to watch the oldest classic like sometimes Mozart and Edvard Grieg and I like classical music but not all of it, so that might be the more strange things you can hear on my MP3 player and also some rock, old rock.
I don't know how strange it is, but I do listen to a lot of grunge music like Alice in Chains, Alice in Chains, and Nirvana, Pearl Jam, like old school rock. Sometimes I do enjoy some Frank Sinatra while playing World of Warcraft. I like that. Yeah.
What's next for Roarback?
The next for Roarback is getting our first album out and hopefully, like we said before, touring out of Denmark, some European tours perhaps, and also get some more concerts here in Denmark after the release of our album. So yeah, that's the next for us.
And ladies.
Yeah, for some.
And drugs.
Yeah, drugs and alcohol.
And a tour bus.
What ingredients do you have here? First, we have to talk about what the hell the dish is called. Well, it's called the Viking Stew. Well, actually, I don't know if they have all these ingredients in the Viking Age. I don't know if they have ketchup. I don't think so, but it's in there.
They have piskefløde.
Yeah, they have piskefløde, and piskefløde is cream. And well, we're gonna go through the ingredients right now. We need some pig meat, some pork, just
Non-Arab.
and just have it in some small pieces, just like this. Then you don't have to cut them out, but you can choose just to buy it. But mainly, just get some pig meat, and you're gonna need some. Stop that. We're gonna need some salt and pepper and curry and paprika, if it's pronounced correctly, and some garlic and onions also, and some milk with about 1.5% fat. You don't want to have the milk too fat-free because it gets a more poor taste. So kind of a little fatty products is good. So we're just gonna get started.
Alright, this is called a frying pan and we're gonna use it
To
knock somebody out.
Well, the next step is frying the pork meat. Like I said before, make sure it is in small pieces. If it isn't, cut it down. And then we're gonna fry it, and later, when it's fried, we're gonna put some onions and garlic in there also. So, Cor, how many times have you been cooking here in this house?
Well, Dennis, it's a funny question because this is actually my house we're cooking the food in. And since it's my house, I've been cooking a lot of times in this house.
Just to say, it's really not his house. He's still living at home.
Yeah. I think the frying pan is about to be heated up quite a bit. So in a couple of seconds, we'll be ready to fill the frying pan with our pork meat. Give it a second here. Oink. Okay, I think we are ready to proceed. And the first step is frying the pork.
Put the meat on
Let's
already,
put the
man.
meat on. And if you can get the camera over here, Miguel, let's just listen to the sound of the pork getting on there. Oh, and there it is. That feels so good. Whoops.
Oh yeah. While he's preparing the meat, I could say that you need to get like 500 to 700 kilograms for this dish for like 4 persons. You can add more if you want to, but it's already a lot of meat to put in. So, and just look at how good it's fried. And the smell of that is just great.
And that, my friend, is the way the meat fries.
And that is how the cookie crumbles.
This is the onion execution device.
Well, the meat is about to be fried, and we need to put some onions and garlic in there. You know, guys. So, all here is going to chop up some onions with a big knife. Yeah.
How much onion will you cut?
Onion. Onion. We need like
How much?
only like 1 onion, but it adds a good flavor to the stew if you put like just a little onion also in there. And we like onion, right?
Yeah.
We like big onions.
2 onions.
Yeah.
Your mama.
Okay, Miguel. If you look over here at the frying pan, you'll be able to see that the meat is getting quite brown by now. It's supposed to be like that. There's nothing wrong actually, but the meat is about to be prepared for cooking it further on with the garlics and onions and the cream and so on. The meat is almost ready.
It's great. It's a part of the.
We found out the plan B, and we found a metal stand, and fruit and the garlic smasher pressure hammer.
Yeah.
And the garlic and onions is down the dish. Booyah! Like 2,5
Det skal til kød.
like is it half a hvad fanden er en liter? Er det en halv eller en fin? Ja, det er en hel, ikke? We need like 25% of a liter ketchup. So
A quarter.
yeah, a quarter.
Ja,
Jeg skal filme mig eller hvad rundt der? We also need the ketchup in it. We also gonna put some water in here.
Some butter.
And some butter. No, some water just to get the rest of the ketchup out. Ikke så meget. All the ingredients are almost in there. We need salt and pepper, and the curry and paprika is already in there. So we're gonna add some little salt here, and some pepper, man.
Go nuts! Go nuts!
This is a quarter of cream. Fiskefløde. 38%
Of pure fat.
1/3 of a liter with milk in it, so that's kind of the last ingredients.
I know.
It's just have to cook for several minutes until it gets thick and gets ready. And we're gonna eat all that with some bread. You can do it with light bread, white bread in like
Baguettes.
yeah, whatever.
Breads.
Yeah.
Baguettes.
So
Or rice or something.
All right. Viking stew is best with some white bread. We've got some baguettes right here, and now we're going to put them in the oven.
Damn right we are.
we are preparing the Viking stew with, I guess, a lot of beers and chips and sodas and salsas apparently, but actually, beers will work out just great. Some kind of light beer because this cannibal
Always great with salsa.
cannibal corpse is good with salsa. Just eat it raw.
Eat it raw, me good. And with fire.
This is the final result. With cola.
It's very hot.
Viking stew
Er der cola?
served with bread.
Var det ikke ret meget brød?
That's right.
Du smager ud, mand.
Well, that was a really good meal. We could make another one and eat all that again. But it's a really good dish. Try it out and you won't be disappointed. So, see you out there. Corns up. And bread up.